always look forward to games like this every season. Teams riding momentum, coming in a clash for national supremacy and trying to make a statement as we get close to the playoff. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field over the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the SMU Mustangs, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. He'll bring it out. It's Brinson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work. As he stopped at the 13. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Got it in the middle, it's Hudson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line.
There he goes! Turning it on! He's at the 30. He's at the touchdown, SMU! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Throws for the tight end. It's complete. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They go to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
The Aggies are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Back to pass. On near the sticks. It's Concepcion. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. It's a seam wide open. At the 20. Touchdown Mustangs. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver getting open and making the catch, but now you got to secure the football. You know there's going to be guys coming trying to rip it free. They did it. They scooped it. They scored. That's a play he's going to learn from.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The run from the shotgun. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Finds his big tight end. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
That's good for a fighting Texas Aggie. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Wants to go up top on first down. Still looking, on the move. Got room to work. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Just adds another dimension to this offense, and the Aggies have had quarterbacks who could run over the years.
Yeah, quarterbacks that can run, and I think about those guys too. I think about run, I think about tempo, I think about scrambling around, making plays, just having that dude at the QB spot.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric, he is dynamic, he'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket, and when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
Push out of bounds at the 39-yard line. A big pickup on that run.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was second and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got third and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, this offense going to try to run the ball again here.
Caught in the backfield, it's Concepcion. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long.
Makes a grab past the marker. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after a big play up top. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. No running room on the last 2 plays. Can they find a crack on third and goal? The option look. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Coming out with it, it's Brinson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Back to throw, it's Jennings. finds the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. And the Mustangs in the hurry-up. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on that second down.
And so you got a guy who makes a play downfield like that. How anxious do you think they're going to be to continue in man coverage?
Yeah, I don't know, Reese. They're going to need a plan. They're going to maybe want to think about more zone coverage or maybe even bracketing this running back if he decides to come out of the backfield, because right now they don't seem to have an answer for him.
The Mustangs brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now here comes the tempo.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
And the Mustangs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Got the quick pass. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
The Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. Turning on the Jets. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground, and you see the speed by the ball carrier there. He's picking up a huge chunk of yards.
I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Looking to pass. It's Jennings. That's caught. It's Singleton. Quick step and go. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
And the Mustangs line it up with a 1st and goal. Fires to the tight end. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. The Mustangs want to crank the tempo. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, SMU.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
He'll bring it out. It's Owens. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll try the run. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, Later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. A third down try for the offense. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Quarterback extends the play. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. A&M comes back out with another 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And the Aggies are facing 3rd and inches. The offense changing the play. They just keep firing. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. To the sideline, and he's able to tiptoe his way to a 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Aggies are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Gets it out quickly. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Trying to barge their way in. He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps. Timeout. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. He might want another play. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Going for 6. Touchdown, Aggie. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Just enough time for one final play in this half. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Throws to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Might be looking to run. Snares it outside. It's Ebby. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. And the Mustangs will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Try to get behind his blocker. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. He'll start this third quarter with a run. He's loose. Past the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. There he goes. Oh, a lot of space. The 10. Touchdown Mustangs. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets a block. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see him very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. The Mustangs want to pick up the tempo.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. The 12th man, Warren standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. The handoff to Johnson. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. He's going to fire deep. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory, and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, didn't take a color.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Speeding down the left side. Running inside the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, SMU. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turning on the Jets, making the big play.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Takes this from inside the 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They want to run it left here. There he goes. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run. The OC is going to give him the ball some more.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And the Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Using his legs, it's Moss. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's Reed. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking down the middle. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Moss.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass, it's Reed. Caught near the sticks, it's Bussey. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Goes to the option. Now the toss. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
On 2nd down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the 1st down on 2nd down. We don't need 3rd downs.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
Might be changing the route. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Caught close to the marker, it's Moss. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Right, nice job by the QB. It's 3rd down, it's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Makes the grab. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Stop short of the marker. And they stop in his defense, and they get the ball back.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Rushes on him. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Ready to fire from the pistol. He wants to change this route. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. And the offense will accept the penalty and move the ball forward. They'll give it to the back. Plows through the defense. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
How about the play by the speed back? You think about speed, you think about breaking ankles. He broke the tackle because he's so fast, moving so fast, hard to get the guy on the ground.
Back to pass on second down. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And that's not the worst place in the world to miss. Coaches will tell you, man, when you're going to take those deep shots and those fly routes down the field, if you're going to miss as a quarterback, you don't miss inside. And he misses outside a little bit. Like to give your receiver a better chance, but it's a good job missing outside.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they're after him. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Under fire. On the move and looking deep. Intercepted. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
And that is a backbreaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play, but the defense came up big in a big moment.
Little touch pass to the receiver. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Under fire. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Bringing it back. He's at the 10. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
We talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to...
Moving toward the end zone, and the ball is free. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Let's it fly. Touchdown, Aggie. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds his man. It's Maryland. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Mustangs are in the hurry-up.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
When the quarterback gets outside the pocket as a defender, now I'm thinking about the field's cut in half. You don't worry about the other side of the field. It's hard to throw it back across your body to the other side. So now the rules are I'm starting to creep now to the direction of the field where he goes. Great.
He's got it at the 30. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. And the Mustangs will have it 1st and 10. Trying to run, it's Harden. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Give to the running back. Got enough for the first down. At midfield, he's got room. And what a huge play for this offense after that great run.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I love the the play called running the football here in the fourth quarter, because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you could tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he heard him.
Gonna run it. It's Moss. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
If you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points. And this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
To the air. It's Reed. Pocket breaking down. He'll throw it. And the third down pass is knocked away by the D.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop after that last incompletion setting up fourth down. Do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
And here we go. Down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Might be calling a hot route. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Touchdown, Aggies! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And how about this QB coming up clutch in a big moment? Gotta have it. You've dreamed about it your whole life. He puts the ball on the money. They make the catch, take the lead with seconds remaining on the clock.
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure coming. Pulls it in. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. And I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Here comes the heat. That one will be incomplete, and we're down to 10 seconds to go.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? You're trailing, it's late in the game, you're having to throw the football. You're just trying to make something happen, and ball gets away from the quarterback, ends up in the hands of the DB. Nice job by the defense.
Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. And he'll have to boom one from 58 yards out and be mindful to guide it in from the left hash. And that is no good. You guys, they miss a chance to stretch the lead. It's still sitting on a 2. Not all close games are created equal.